Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Aretha. In today's video, I'd like to talk about 7 recurring things I have noticed in my exploration of self-management. I have recorded an introductory video on self-management, and if you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend you go check it out. It explains what I mean by self-management in the context of personal development. But even if you never watched that video, the 7 ideas I will discuss today are mental models that will be helpful to anyone who's on a personal development journey. The first important mental model or mindset in the quest for personal growth is the focus on the self. It's all about getting to know one's self, learning to work with oneself, and learning to make the most of what our self has to offer. The journey to personal growth begins by understanding that we cannot control others and we cannot control circumstances. The one thing we are in charge of is ourself. In order to achieve any form of personal development, we have to go through self-awareness, self-discovery, self-acceptance, and finally achieve self-love. The second recurring theme is kindness and compassion. There is an old school of thought that believes that we can only achieve great results through rigid discipline. This school of thought believes that left to our own devices, we would all be lazy and never get anything done. In order to achieve anything worthwhile, we have to use coercion and punishment. But this has been debunked. There is a growing body of research that shows that positive emotions create better results than pressure. When we feel good and when we are in a positive state of mind, we are more likely to take on ambitious goals. We can achieve much greater results if we are kind and compassionate with ourselves. The third important theme is curiosity. Genuine, unbiased curiosity is how we figure out what to improve and how to move forward. When we are frustrated, upset, or disappointed, we are not in problem-solving mode. Taking the observer role and practicing curiosity, genuine curiosity around what is happening and why, puts us in the problem-solving state of mind. By asking the right questions, we give our brain a task. We give it a challenge, a puzzle to solve. Another recurring theme is intentionality. In order to grow as individuals, we have to choose to get out of our default pattern. We have to be deliberate about which areas we are trying to improve. To choose personal growth means to resist just going with the flow and deciding to make changes on purpose. Closely aligned to intentionality is the next theme of curation. There is so much content, there are so many tools out there, and I believe that it is our job as individuals to sift through all of the noise and take what resonates with us. It is our job to look through everything and find what we relate to, identify things that work for us, and take what benefits us. One of my favorite things to say is, pick what you need and leave the rest. All the content, all the recommendations, all the information that are out there are mere suggestions. It is up to us to decide what is relevant, what applies to us, and what we would like to take on. So curation is a really important piece of personal growth. As we get to know ourselves better, we build a toolkit that fits our need and gives us resources for when we need them. We will never reach a fixed state of perfection. There is no finality in personal development. We will never reach a perfect state where everything is as it should be. We will constantly be evolving and growing and learning about things as we go. In order to remain flexible, adaptable, open, and receptive to new ideas, we have to embrace seasonality. So every time we feel like we've reached a certain balance, a certain groove, we have to keep in mind that this is a season and this season will pass. There will be more balance ahead. There will be new routines. There will be new amazing tools that we discover. But we have to be open to the idea that we need to shed the old and embrace the new. The next concept is the idea of alignment. In our quest for personal growth, we have to remember that we are multifaceted people. And growing as an individual means we have to develop multiple areas over time. In order to achieve any form of sustainable growth, we have to work with ourselves, not against ourselves. In order to truly grow as individuals, we have to constantly balance out different aspects of our personalities the different roles we play, different hats we wear, all the relationships that make up our lives. Personal development is a considerable project and one that never really ends. When we learn to manage ourselves using these 7 frameworks, we can eliminate a lot of unnecessary friction, resistance, and overwhelm. To learn more about the complexity of self-management and how it relates to systems thinking, I recommend that you watch my introductory video on self-management. Thank you.